What's up internet, Victor with Phone Arena, and we have an early version, a preview of one of the most exciting tablets this year, a 12.2-inch device. That's how large it is. It is one of the first 12-inch tablets and it is the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro 12.2. It features a brand new magazine UX with tiles and with basically a brand new look, and we're gonna explore it in more depth right now, so let's take a look at what it's all about. With a familiar fake leather finish, the Tab Pro 12.2 looks just like an oversized Galaxy Note 3. Thankfully, the faux leather finish feels nicer to hold than the glossy plastic Samsung has previously used, and it catches less grease and fingerprints. With that said, the elephant in the room remains the fact that this is one huge device. Measuring 11.6 inches wide and 8 inches tall, we imagine one could use this as a food tray just for the fun of it. It's certainly large enough. The Tab Pro 12.2 is, however, not just large, it's also an excruciatingly heavy device. At 1.6 pounds, it's not meant to be held in one hand, and we even found it tiring to hold with two hands for longer periods of time. Actually, the most convenient way to use the Tab Pro 12.2 is a bit like a laptop. Rest it on a table or on your lap, but unlike a laptop, you have to support it with your hand. It's clear that the Tab Pro 12.2 does not have any direct competitors. It's the first tablet with such a large display after all, but if we had to compare it to a device like the iPad Air, we'd point out that both are remarkably thin and airy. Samsung's tablet is still a hair thicker at 8mm, but the difference is really negligible. On its sides there are a microSD card slot, a micro SIM card slot, and an infrared beamer. The gigantic 12.2-inch LCD display is clearly the focus of all attention in this tablet, and it's an extremely sharp, bright and vivid display. With a resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels, it's roughly on par with the Retina iPad screen in terms of sharpness. We're definitely impressed with its sharpness and viewing angles, but we also noticed that this is not a standard RGB display, and you can view the checkered pattern that appears in monotone color areas. That's because it's a pen-tile screen. The Galaxy Tab Pro 12.2 ships with the latest Android 4.4.2 KitKat, but Samsung of course did not leave stock Android on it. Samsung uses a new skin called Magazine UX with new large-sized tiles that somewhat remind of the Flipboard app. You can rearrange and resize them in all sorts of ways, which is nice. Overall, the new Magazine UX seems to do a good job of making Android simpler and more approachable for first-time users. Power users, of course, can always install a launcher like Nova that brings nearly stock user interface with a more traditional icon-based Android experience. The new Magazine UI, however, includes more than just the usual Samsung suite of apps. It comes with Cisco's WebEx Meetings app, a built-in HandCom Office with Word, Excel and PowerPoint replacement apps, and Bloomberg's Business Week Plus. And being a Pro tablet, the Tab Pro 12.2 also features improved multi-window multitasking that allows you to run up to 4 apps at the same time. You can type on one of 3 keyboards, and having that choice is nice as well. The tablet features the latest octa-core Samsung Exynos chip with 3GB of RAM, but some models will ship with Snapdragon 800. It comes in either 32 or 64 gigs of internal storage, and you can expand storage via microSD cards of up to 64 GB. You can access the web on the Galaxy Tab Pro 12.2 either via Samsung's custom Android browser or via Google's mobile Chrome. The big plus of the 12.2-inch Tab Pro is that it's almost as large as the average Ultrabook, so you can enjoy web pages in their full size and glory. The high resolution also makes a big difference when reading, as you can make out even tinier fonts easily. The Tab Pro 12.2 comes in a Wi-Fi only or a pricier 4G LTE enabled model. Both models also support dual-channel Wi-Fi, GPS and Bluetooth 4.0. Time has proven that people don't shy away from taking images even with their large tablets, and that's why it's no surprise that Samsung has decided to include an 8MP autofocus rear camera with a single LED flash and a 2MP front camera on the Tab Pro 12.2. The camera application is quick to start and features a traditional Samsung UI with plentiful manual settings and shooting modes. We have included some sample images in the video right below, but we are fairly certain that Samsung will improve on that camera hugely, and the low quality that you see is because of this being a non-final unit. Don't count out the camera on this tablet just yet. The 12.2-inch screen is an absolute treasure for watching YouTube videos and full-on movies on the go. The screen makes for a truly immersive experience, and the built-in Videos app managed to play most common formats except for DivX encoded files. For music, you have both Samsung's custom music app and the stock Play Music by Google. Both are great, but Samsung's music app has a bit more tweaks and settings that music geeks would love. Having a gigantic 12.2-inch tablet comes with its upsides and downsides, but battery life is one area where the improvement is just huge. Samsung has managed to cram in an impressively large 19,500 mAh battery that should be capable of playing back 10 hours of non-stop video. We're looking forward to testing this once we get the finalized version of the tablet. With all this said, what can we expect of the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro 12.2? Now, first of all, this is clearly a business-oriented device. So you have HandCam Office and a lot of other applications that are geared toward the business user. However, Samsung clearly faces an uphill battle against devices like the Microsoft Surface that comes with a full-on Windows Microsoft Office and other applications that are better suited for corporate use. And you also have the iPad Air, which costs less and might have a smaller screen but has a huge ecosystem of applications. So it's gonna be an uphill battle, and we'll see how this device does when we have its final unit. And right now you can go on to phonearena.com to check our full-on preview. Thanks for watching.